One of my favourite coaching conversations is around our relationship with inspiration. So this video is about our relationship to inspiration. I love working with people who are leaders and who are emerging leaders, and to me a core leadership quality is the ability to inspire others. And what I've realised over the years is our capacity and ability to impact and inspire other people is directly correlated to our ability to keep ourselves inspired. So to be happy, emotionally healthy, I believe, spiritually healthy, we need to have an empowering and useful and good relationship with a sense of inspiration. So I'm just going to touch on what I really mean by that, because I think a lot of people think that inspiration is just for a lucky few people. There are some people that can follow their inspiration, who are really inspired and who manage to create either careers or businesses around being inspired. But for most of us, that's just simply not possible. You know, it's just not in the realm of possibility for most of us. So I don't agree with that. What I do recognise is that most of us have not been brought up to believe that it's possible for us to be inspired and inspiring, and for us to build a career or a business around that. So that I do believe is true, but it's not that we don't have the capacity, it's that we've never been shown how to, or we don't believe it's possible for us to do that. So one of the most empowering ways I get people to think about their relationship with inspiration is simply this. I tend to think of inspiration as like a radio frequency, or a frequency or a radio station that's always being broadcast 24/7. What the source of that is, you know, I don't know. You know, it could be the universe, could be something divine. I don't know. You know, to me it doesn't matter what the source of inspiration is. What's important to me is that inspiration is available all the time to each of us. So I mean this in the most kind of empowering and positive way. The issue then is our relationship with inspiration. If inspiration is always there wanting to get our attention, then our job is to align ourselves to inspiration rather than bemoan the fact that there is no inspiration, we don't feel inspired, or we feel blocked. I think the inspiration is always there for us. Our problem is often that we're blocked to it, or we're not aligned to it. So the question for you to think about today is, you know, what's your relationship with inspiration? When inspiration strikes you or you get inspired, what do you tend to do? You know, I know for many years my response was, oh, I can never do that. Don't be silly. You know, that's a lovely idea, but it's not for me. So I didn't really have the welcome mat out for inspiration. So what I invite you to do is have the welcome mat out for inspiration. When you get inspired, when you get brilliant ideas, when you get that sense of aliveness and inspiration, be curious. Wonder, you know, begin to think to yourself, how could this be true? How could I take this inspired idea and do something with it? And for some of us, you know, we feel like we get too inspired, too many brilliant ideas, and then the answer is simply to prioritize and execute them one by one rather than going into overwhelm about it. So that's today's thought. Have a really healthy, and think about how you can have an even healthier relationship with inspiration.